Go Balls Fall. You want good words? Data language.
Talk real sports with a real man.
Come after me! I'm a man! I'm 40!
And now, here's the be-all, end-all, know-it-all of high school, college, and pro sports. Aaron Skinny Cupp with the Skinny on Sports.
We're talking about practice, man. I'm the MVP.
Good morning out there on this Garrison Financial Friday, Western Oklahoma. Welcome to the Skinny on Sports, right here on 98.1 FM, the Sports Animal. We're hanging out at the 56th Annual Oil and Gas Appreciation Golf Tournament here at Elk City Golf and Country Club. Scotty G will be coming on here in just a little bit, but first, we are pleased to be joined by the head football coach of the Oklahoma State Cowboys, is Mr. Eric Morris. Eric, how are you today?
I'm fantastic. Thanks for having me on.
Oh, absolutely. Appreciate your time coming on with us this morning. What has the transition been like going from Denton to Stillwater, North Texas to Oklahoma State here so far?
To be honest with you, I've been so busy, I haven't had really time to reflect and think about it. So I think, there's obviously a job to do and a lot of moving pieces this year as far as getting a new roster, a bunch of new pieces for the team, hiring a staff, all the things, getting families moved up. And so starting to settle in a little bit to Stillwater. It's been, just a phenomenal city to move to and so welcoming, and people have been phenomenal of welcoming my family in. So the boys are enjoying school there at Singer Ridge Elementary School, and now we got our kids back for the summer, and we're hosting 7 official visits right now for high school kids. So we're fast and furious right now, but I haven't had much time to rest or reflect or think about it. Just continue to solve one problem a day, it seems like.
Has it been a little bit easier, the continuity from not only bringing some guys with you on the field, but also in the coaching staff as well? Has that helped that transition be a little bit smoother? Yeah,
for sure. And I think, from the weight room was huge for us to be able to, bring our strength coach with us that just knows how we operate. And then obviously the majority of our offense and defensive staff came along with us. And so everybody kind of knows the expectations and knows how we structure things, know how I like to run the program. And so a lot less meeting time with the staff because they understand, what we like to do, but a bunch of time spent with our players. And I think that's the most important thing, is to form relationships and be intentional of building these bonds in our locker room right now. And so, anytime I think we have 86 new players, which is an all-time record in college football history. And so, we've been spending a ton of time with those guys and trying to figure out what motivates them and those different things. But, I think bringing 22 former players with us too has helped us set the culture in the locker room. And so I think that's been a huge help for us.
When you look at the success of the national champs, Kirk Cignetti, what he did is very similar to what you're doing as far as bringing guys from a smaller school up into Division I. Does that give you some confidence that this thing can be turned around really, really quick up there in Stillwater?
Yeah, I think so. I think obviously that would be a dream to be able to do that. I mean, that's something that's really never happened before. And so I think pretty captivating for America, and then a basketball, historically really good basketball program to be able to flip the switch like that. And I think, we have plenty of pieces right now, and I think, it starts with a quarterback, and they're able to have a really good quarterback, number 1 pick of the draft. And then we have one that's a young buck that we think is going to be just as good, if not better, down the stretch. And so, to have a young guy like Drew that's, started for a whole year, been in the system 2 years, is something we're really looking forward to.
Coach Jared Atha here, co-host here with Aaron. I want to continue that conversation with your players. You mentioned Messnamaker being a great high ceiling for him. How about Caleb Hawkins? I'm looking forward to seeing him. Talk about Caleb Hawkins and what he could bring to the running game.
Caleb is one, probably my favorite kids I've ever coached. Not just because how talented he is, but just what kind of person he is, and a guy that's just a true throwback. I mean, tough as it gets, studies the game, understands the game. First one there, last one to leave, never says a word. I think it was pretty funny last year. We got to I think game 10 or 11. And, at this point, I think he was leading the nation in touchdowns scored. And our trainer came up to me and said, "Hey, Coach, Caleb's never come and asked for anything new, no new cleats, no new gloves. And so he had one pair of gloves that had holes in them. They stunk like crazy. And I said, Caleb, why don't you go get a new pair of gloves? And he was like, oh, can you do that here? Can we get a new pair? And so, you know, it's just a breath of fresh air. I mean, and it's been cool for me, you know, because Oklahoma State was always his dream school, you know, growing up in Shawnee, Oklahoma, but the history of running backs that we've had here at Oklahoma State, obviously. And he's a small town kid. You know, I think Stillwater was where he came to camps and where he, you know, wanted to play from the get-go. So it's been fun to watch him, you know, be able to live out that dream.
Aaron here got to see him personally on the basketball court, saw how athletic he was when he threw down a monster dunk against his big Elks. And that name stood out when he got down there in North Texas. So it's really cool that he's back in state.
Yeah.
Great kid, great athlete.
What makes Drew Mestemaker so good?
You know, I think obviously, you know, he has all the physical tools. You know, I mean, he's big, he's strong, he's fast, quick release. Super accurate. So, you know, you can go down a checklist that we look for, you know, quarterback-wise. But I think really what sets him apart is how fast he processes information into maybe the best quarterback I've ever had that anticipates windows. And so, you know, especially zone coverage. I mean, he throws the ball, you know, way before that zone's open, just understanding what's going to be open. And so, you know, it's pretty remarkable. I have to keep reminding myself, especially through the course of last year, is, you know, he's really only played, you know, I guess 13 games of football. I guess bowl game 15. So he's only started 15 games of football in his whole life. You know, a kid that didn't start his whole high school career, and so I think just he's continuing to grow and he's continuing to learn, and obviously with that, you know, there's some growing moments playing that position, and he always learns from his mistakes, but he's never been fathomed. You know, he never seemed to get shook up or anything when he's throwing an interception. I mean, he has a short memory and comes back and fires after good or bad things. So yeah, I think we're just scratching the surface. He's just such a raw product, and I think he'll continue to get better and better.
With what you've seen so far as first film or even from afar on the Big 12, how much has the style of play changed since you were a receiver in this conference?
Yeah, we were joking about it the other day, you know, as a staff, just we've been going through kind of and doing some crossover stuff and preparing a little bit this summer for some games. And, you know, when I first started as a player, 2004 for Leach, you know, the air raid hadn't really taken over the Big 12, and we were able to have some success. And then by the end of my time at Texas Tech, especially as a coach, it seemed like that's what everybody did, right? Everybody, you know, between Baylor and Oklahoma State, even Texas was spreading it out. And I think, you know, football, I think it goes in waves, and history tends to repeat itself. And I think we're cycling back through now and seeing people that want to control the ball, play good defense, use tight ends, you know, 12 and 13 personnel, play a possession game. And so you really don't see near as many wide open offenses. And same thing, you know, TCU just hired a new offensive coordinator coming from UConn. That's what they do. And obviously Iowa State and that brand of football. And so, you know, it's not as wide open as what it was. Mm-hmm. And so it'll be interesting getting into it, just, you know, how we match up against that.
You mentioned Mike Leach. What was it like playing and coaching with that guy?
Oh, just super thankful. Obviously, I mean, to have a legend like Mike, so excited that finally they're gonna sounds like let him in the Hall of Fame where he deserves to be. I mean, had such a huge influence on college football in general, and to watch, you know, kind of his coaching tree and you know, how far it's spread all over the nation, all my old coaches. But yeah, I mean, just thinking back and for me to be able to obviously be coached by him, number one, and then two, get my first full-time job at Washington State with him. So mentored in so many different ways. My two big breaks in college sports are I owe everything to him. Only scholarship I had offered to me, and then my first job. And so he believed in me, and so something I still run my program day to day a lot more like Mike Leach than probably most. And so So super thankful to spend some time with him and been able to be mentored in so many different ways.
Coach, final one for me is, you're familiar with the Big 12, and since you've arrived in Stillwater, one of the first questions I was asked you about your feelings about bringing back Bedlam. Is that still a thing you want to see happen? And if so, why is reviving that rivalry so important for the program?
Yeah, and I think, there's so many people, that are involved with that. And I think, you get it from the political side of things and then conference. Obviously, the biggest thing for me, is when I got here and start looking at the schedule and this year we got Oregon coming to town. We did have Alabama home and home, that had got canceled here recently. But if we're going to play blue bloods like that, and I think it's just natural that, even for the economy of Oklahoma and Norman and Stillwater and two small college towns that I'm all for it. Right now, there's a lot that goes into it, a lot of decision makers, a lot more important than me that have to make that thing happen. But then, I don't see it happening anytime soon, to be honest with you, as I've gotten into it. And, the biggest thing for us, I think, is just find a way to get into the college football playoff. I think, it'll continue to grow and they're going to add teams as this thing continues to move at a fast pace. Obviously, college sports in general, there's so much change right now. But yeah, I don't see it happening. And for us, hopefully we'll be able to meet up in the college football playoff in the near future.
Last one for me. What do you want people to say about your team after this first year, whenever that season ends? How do you want them to view your team?
Yeah, I think, just to be a tough, gritty team. I think obviously, we call ourselves the misfits within the locker room. And I think, we have a lot of people in the locker room that, weren't highly recruited. Half of them are coming from really good situations and good memories where, they had great success at another school and were able to usually move up a level. And then we have some people on our team that came in and they're disgruntled and they're coming here for a reset and a new opportunity. Right. And so, I think it's my job to get these guys to believe and play on the same thing and not be selfish and come to guys. Football is one of the greatest team sports in the world. And I think that you can do great things collectively, even if you don't have the individuals. And so we got enough pieces right now. I think, you're going to see a tough, gritty team out there that's going to compete their asses off.
That's awesome, man. Hey, Coach Morris, thank you so much for your time. Good luck to the Cowboys and yourself in your first year up there in Stillwater.
You'll enjoy that golf tournament out there today, boys.
Yeah, will do, man. Thank you. Have a good day. That's head coach Eric Morris of the Oklahoma State Cowboys. Fun visit, and we obviously appreciate Corbin Dyson for setting that up for us here at the Oil and Gas. Let's take a break. When we come back, Scotty G will be in the house. It is Garrison Financial Friday, hanging out here at the 56th Annual Oil and Gas Appreciation Golf Tournament at Oak City Golf and Country Club.
Hello, my name is Scott Garrison. You may remember me as Scott the Barber or just as Ron and Carla's son. I've been involved in our community since opening Scott's Barbershop on the southeast corner of 3rd and Main in 1998. Now I'm back in the same building as Garrison Financial. I started investing in my 20s. I invested through the dot-com crash and the Great Recession. I started caring for other people's money in 2018, and I truly enjoy sitting down with my clients, understanding their wants and needs as well as what keeps them up at night. Whether my friends just want me to invest a little of their savings or want me to work with their tax and legal professionals to strive towards optimal efficiency, we can do it all. I believe communication is key to helping my clients reach their goals. For if we are faithful over a few things, we shall be given more. Contact me at scott@soonerwealth.com. Securities offered through registered representatives of Cambridge Investment Research, Inc., a broker-dealer member FINRA and SIPC. Advisory services offered through Cambridge Investment Research Advisors, Inc., a registered investment advisor. Garrison Financial and Cambridge are not affiliated. This communication is strictly intended for individuals residing in the states of Colorado, Nevada, Oklahoma, and Texas. No offers may be made or accepted from any resident outside the specific states referenced. Cambridge does not offer tax and legal advice.
The Skinny on Sports.
This is one of the most awesome experiences of my life because I'm getting in trouble right now. I can't believe it.
Welcome back, Skinny on Sports. 98.1 FM, 1240 AM, KADS, the Sports Animal. Jared Atha, Aaron Kalk. We got Scotty G. Not in the house. Well, we're in the clubhouse.
Yeah, in the clubhouse
here at the Oak City Golf and Country Club. Oil and Gas Tournament 56th annual?
56th.
56th annual Oil and Gas Golf Tournament. kicking off today, lasting all day today and tomorrow, hopefully tomorrow, weather depending. And but, I mean, here's the deal, guys. It's, almost middle of June, 5 days into June, and it could be a lot harder than what it is.
Oh, yeah, it's great, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A big shout-out to Eric Morris being on with us, head coach of the Oklahoma State Cowboy football team. First year going in, a lot of excitement in Stillwater. Aaron saying all the right things, and I'm excited for him. Young guy that's bringing in a lot of talent.
Hey,
where do you think they could be in the Big 12? Where do you think that's the big question, right?
I think it's super hard to tell. I mean,
Big 12 is going to be a different world than it was last year.
Everything, until what's happened at Bloomington, Indiana. Once you see that, I mean, at that point you can't put anything out of the realm of possibility.
That's true.
And I know that's clearly sort of the blueprint that a lot of these schools are going to. Seeing the success that Cignetti has had at Indiana, a school that has zero history of football success, and him able to do that, everyone's kind of going to those smaller schools, not only for the coaching, but also the coaches that can bring the players with them. And obviously, Eric Morris's name was bannered about at a lot of different jobs last year toward the end of the season in the coaching carousel. And not only because of the success, I mean, it was a school record 12 wins at North Texas last year, the success that he had as a coach, but also obviously who he could bring with it. And Drew Mestemaker as the quarterback, I mean, you're already seeing mock drafts for this coming year to have him. I mean, I think I saw one that your Steelers picking him at like 12. And so that's the kind of talent, and he even alluded to it.
But we just picked Drew Aller.
With Mendoza, going from Cal to Indiana and all that. So
yeah,
I think that's definitely the blueprint. And I wouldn't put. I just don't think you can put a ceiling on what the possibilities are anymore.
And especially in the Big 12. I mean, Arizona State's probably going to be one of the top favorites, but what's Utah going to be? New coach coming in there.
I mean, how crazy is it? Think about Utah and Oklahoma State.
Yeah.
The stability that they have had for years and years and years at the head coach, and they both have a brand new coach the same year.
Yeah, it's a great point.
It's kind of like when OU and Notre Dame lost their coaches in the same year. But no. So, and then the question goes into who in the Big 12 are contenders. And that's the thing, Aaron, is that you'd never know year to year in any conference because of everything you've said. I mean, is it Indiana in the Big 10? Is it still Ohio State? Is it Michigan going to rise up? Their quarterback play going to be better? Is it in the SEC? Is it the usual suspects, or is somebody there going to rise up?
Here's another one. Iowa State, Matt Campbell's not there.
100%. You could almost bank that they were going to be.
Wow.
Yeah, Iowa State.
I would put, if somebody asked me, I would put $100 on it right now that those are three of the top 5 longest tenured coaches that are now in new places.
How long was Campbell there?
I mean, think about Gundy and Whittingham, obviously the only one higher.
Those got to be the top 2.
No, Ferentz.
Yes.
But they're next.
But they gotta
I
be
guarantee
2
you
and 3.
they're next.
They got to be 2 and 3.
Yes. And then Campbell, I mean, he was there, a decade?
Oh,
Ish?
yeah. Checking. I think so. I think probably a little longer. I'm not sure. But, yeah, it's – wow, what a different world college football is going to be.
10 years, yeah.
Yeah, say about a decade.
Huh.
Yeah, no, but like I said, I just think I think that with the way that the sport is kind of changing and the ability, you think about the years in 2000 and 2001 and 2002 where you had, Stoops winning in his second year, Larry Coker, and then Jim Tressel, Ohio State. That was kind of the thing then. Then that sort of went away, and now it feels like this kind of turned over to where we are now. And I think there's a lot of reason to be optimistic, even though you have 86 new players, as he alluded to. That's the most anybody's ever done. 86 new guys.
Players.
But 22 of those have come with him from North Texas. And we've seen what happened in Indiana with James Madison guys going there. And
I mean, I don't know that that's a bad thing. You come in, 86 new players. Hey, you know what? He doesn't have to fight a 15-year-old culture.
Yeah, it's totally new.
Yeah, it's his culture.
I mean, that's the
immediately.
thing.
He's not fighting anything that was already there.
That's right, and that's so much different than it used to be. because it's like, do you want to be the guy that follows the guy? Well, I mean, it's like they transplanted the program, completely rooted out what was there and adding something new. And I think it's got to be really exciting.
Will we see, because of that, because of the transfer portal, because of how quickly the turnaround happened at Indiana and at other places? Let's not forget the laughing stock of the SEC that for the last 2 years has been just as competitive in the SEC, other than maybe 2 teams. Am I wrong?
No, I mean,
my gosh, why can I not think of the name of the school in Tennessee?
Vanderbilt.
Golly. I mean, Vanderbilt was a laughing stock of the SEC. And then the guy comes in. So my question is, I forgot where I was going with that. The question is, will we see teams lose patience much, much quicker?
That's great. That kind of was in my head as well. Because, you see the blueprint from Indiana and the possibilities, but does that make ADs, boosters, a little bit less patient? Hey, they did it at Indiana.
Yeah.
I mean, my gosh, we could
and Vanderbilt.
You literally can't be worse.
No.
Like
Massachusetts.
Or UConn or something.
Still got Massachusetts out there.
I mean, but seriously though, I mean, fan bases are going to look around and go, "Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Vanderbilt and Indiana are winning. Yeah. Why the hell are we not?"
Yes.
I can see that could be a double-edged sword, no doubt.
Especially when you have big-time donor places like North Carolina that has been paying big bucks trying to build a program.
The fuse is incredibly shorter when Vanderbilt and Indiana are winning with the way they're doing it with transfer portal, et cetera, and when the Ohio States and Oklahomas and Georgias and Alabamas are not. That fuse is incredibly short, and that could be short on coaches too. Or they could say, if Cignetti's getting it done in Indiana and you can't here, we're gonna have to find something different.
Problem?
Yeah, what's the problem here? And the counter is, money's the problem. You're not. But no, it's I'm excited about it. That's the thing. I was real worried about college football with the era and the way it's going with the NIL and the transfer portal that I'd lose my passion for it. But in fact, it's kind of reignited my interest because of the possibility of who can be the Indiana this year.
The competitive atmosphere.
Yeah, who can
all
be,
the way around.
Who can be the Vanderbilt? Who can be where's it going to happen this year? And again, it kind of full circle here. It's like everybody has a chance. There's always that a start of every season, like, this is our year. We had a good spring. We had a good recruiting class. Now it's like, hey, we had a good transfer portal class. We had a good NIL.
The counter of that also is that Bob Stoops did it in 2 years also and was incredibly competitive his first year.
Yeah, I mean, that's that little run there between Stoops and Coker and then Tressel, all winning those titles in the first couple of years that they were there.
It cost a lot of other coaches their jobs because they weren't doing it like that.
Yeah. Yep. Turns out we found out why Tressel was winning and why Urban Meyer was winning.
The way Cignetti's winning now?
Except it was illegal at the time. What Cignetti did, it was legal now. It was not legal then.
Did you see Saban the other day?
I did not see it.
On Capitol Hill?
Yeah, I did not see the interview.
When he was up there testifying, I guess, kind of in front of the committee. You know how I know Nick Saban is never, ever, ever coming back to coach college football?
Did he just throw everybody under the bus?
He said that the players shouldn't be paid.
Oh, yeah.
You know how I know he's never coaching again?
Yeah.
Saying that. He ain't coming back. Because that's obviously a stance that would have been fine in 1995, but not 2026.
It is not going to be, no. Players don't want to hear any part of that from any coach.
So that bill, it's got some different things in it. It doesn't necessarily address the NIL and how, that's kind of the next thing maybe. But it does try to put in place, the 5 years, 5 to play 5, So there's no medical red shirt. There's no that's COVID. There's no 29-year-olds playing college sports anymore.
I like that.
It's got some stuff about coaches and leaving in the middle of seasons, a la Lane Kiffin, changing jobs as the playoff begins. I mean, so there's some things there that make a little bit of sense. But overall, it looks to me like
is there going to be a closing of one of the portals?
With the dates
in there?
One portal, which that's sort of the way it is anyhow. There's no spring portal anymore anyway.
That's right. I forgot that.
They're going to move the date, though. That portal in December is such a
it's not a good
time.
thing.
It's not a good time.
Which leads to what we saw this year. Teams in the playoff losing guys in the portal.
They need to move that thing to the Tuesday after the national championship game.
Well, at first, like we've talked about a million times, they need to move football back to the fall where it's finishing up the first week of January.
Agreed.
They need to do that first also.
But, I think
that's another cat that can get out of the bag. If you're going to continue, if they expand the playoffs, what's the dates look like?
Well, I think
February?
I think what you have is you start a week earlier. Mm-hmm. Everybody starts a week earlier, which really kind of stinks because – Labor Day has become sort of the national college football weekend. That'll go away a little bit, but at the same time, maybe you can get back to July 1, New Year's Day, being the end.
The day,
And obviously, depending on the amount of playoff teams, that conference championship weekend probably goes away in place of playoff games.
Hosting playoff games.
Yeah. Which I know. Yeah. That's a big sticking point as far as the SEC versus the Big Ten here is, that's the SEC's cash cow is that conference title game in Atlanta. Mm-hmm. They don't want to see it go away. And it looks to me like, the prevailing idea for a long time has been add more games, get more money. Mm-hmm. I don't know if that's true because you look at ESPN right now in control of the entire playoff, and they're starting to ship games off to TNT or True TV because they're not as profitable
margin that they want them to have.
That's right. And so, the thought was this is going to be like a ESPN Fox battle to see, how many teams it ends up in the playoff. Maybe that's true, or maybe ESPN's willing to relinquish some of the fight because they already are.
Yeah.
Now, and so I don't know if more is always bigger is always better when it comes to the financial side of this, but you would have to think if there is a little, once they go past 14, then it's back open for bid. Mm-hmm. And you would think maybe that's how the extra cash is generated by some competition, fighting for who will pay the most for the rights to do it, or do we just begin the moving towards the NFL model? Where
we'll have one entire week of the playoffs that are going to be on Prime.
I mean,
oh my gosh,
just like the NBA playoffs.
I mean, that's just the
Google search where your game was.
Exactly.
That's just that's the times that we're living in.
Yep, it is.
But I think eventually the conferences themselves run college football, not the NCAA. Mm-hmm. And then at that point, I do think you see, you watch the AFC title game on CBS. You watch the NFC on Fox, and I think
run college.
Yeah, but I mean officially.
But I mean they literally. It's just like now we don't. There's no need for you to send the commissioner, the NCAA commissioner. We'll handle our own contracts. Mm-hmm. I mean that's literally how it is already. So, it's going to be a different world. I'm like you, Jared. I'm as excited or more excited about the upcoming year of college football than I've been in probably, I don't know, 6, 7, 8 years, Yeah.
And I think for me, I kind of realized this in hindsight, like later down the road, but for me, seeing Indiana win the national championship, at the time I was like, are you kidding me? Is this the world we're living in now? Indiana. And now I think, well, shoot, Oklahoma could be that next year. OSU could be that next year. Mm-hmm. Vanderbilt could be that next year. So that's what's cool about college football now is you just don't know who could be that next Indiana. So it could be Indiana again next year.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Yeah, it's a different world.
Yeah.
Do you feel that the NFL likes or doesn't like the 5-5? Because let's face it, it's been kind of nice for some of those teams to see somebody transfer to one of the bigger conferences and get to see him play a little bit on a field against some of that top tier talent before they draft him.
Oh, I think the more they can see, the more they're going to like.
Yeah.
As far as, you know, the more time spent in college, that's just more tape. That's just more experiences that they can kind of see guys go through. I don't think there's any doubt that
before I go today, I got to ask you something completely off topic.
Okay.
Scotty Scheffler going to have a new caddy by the end of the summer?
Oh, dude.
Wow.
You know.
Fill me in. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, he hit it in the water yesterday on number 16 and just blamed Ted Scott all the way down the –
all the way to the green.
Can we not figure out the wind? Oh, you heard every bit of it.
Okay.
Can you not figure out the wind? Can we not figure out that was a good shot. It went in the water, Ted. I flushed it. How's it going in the water?
That was a great shot.
Yeah.
All the way to the green.
Okay, golfers, is it his fault? Was it the caddy's fault, or should Scotty just be a better judge for himself?
In my opinion, it's always the guy swinging the club's fault.
Thank you.
But I understand where he's coming from because those guys trust their man.
Sure.
To know their swing.
To know their distances, to know the wind. I mean, I think they're you couldn't hear on the tee if there was a discrepancy off the right and in, off the right and down. Scotty clearly thought it was off the right and in. Maybe Ted was telling him it was off the right and down, and then he came up short in the water.
In the post interview, did you watch it?
I just saw that.
And Scheffler said, he said, well, I feel like it did change significantly from the time like a gust picked up. So he backed off.
Yeah.
He backed off. At the same point in time, he berated his caddy for a 3-minute walk.
Yeah.
4-minute walk.
The video I saw was literally like 2 minutes and 58 seconds of him just.
Wow.
Yeah.
I just think at the end of the day, you're the one swinging the clubs. You have final say on your game.
That's right.
Your caddy is your second opinion.
It's true.
He's your help, but I don't think that's very fair for the caddy. For something like that, I'm like, Scotty, you're the one hit it.
Yeah. Well, in Ted Scott's, in his defense, he just kept his head down and just walked.
He just wore it. He did not say a word. He just
keep his guy calm. The best way I can keep this guy calm right now is to just
take it.
Just shut up and take it. Just take it. Yeah. He did.
You know that reel with Chappelle. You know what you can do? And that's what he did. He just –
this might be a little controversial.
all the way down there.
You know what it reminded me of? And I guarantee you every one of us sitting at this table has had to do this. When your wife's mad at you, you just put your head down and go –
your head down and just –
okay.
All right.
I don't agree. I don't agree with you, but I'm not going to tell you I don't agree right now.
The key is put your head down. Don't even let her look at your face because even that will get you in trouble.
Not going to win this one.
No.
Yeah,
well, you think a lot of guys.
Another golfer, Scheffler, acted like an idiot. And that's.
There you go.
I'm not even a big golfer, but I know enough to, as a decent human being, quit putting your blame on someone else or your problems on someone else.
And you know it's got plenty to do with frustration of the overall season.
Of course, sure it does. I mean, and that's the thing. It's easy to be. Oh, hey, Ted, when you're winning 8 times in a year and a couple of majors, now all of a sudden, for the first time really in his career, and this is what's crazy about how good he's been, even this year. He's getting frustrated because he's finishing third.
Yeah,
that's, and I get it, but that was that was
not out of the top 10.
No,
I don't know the last time I saw a tournament that he was not
around.
In the running.
Well, he had what? He had like 9 top 10s in a row, and then the one was like tied for 11th that broke that streak.
There you go.
Yeah, he's just not quite winning, but he's still been really, really good.
So who did it better? Was it Scotty yesterday or Shooter McGavin? We said 5-iron, huh? Well, you're fired. Right in the middle of his round.
It almost looked like he was going to take him to the ground the way that the way that Happy Gilmore took the skinny guy to the ground. He was hot.
You just don't, and this is the first time that we've even seen any sort of weird reactions or frustration out of him in his whole career.
It could have just been a boiling point, like you said, just frustrated with how overall his game has been.
Everything has been so smooth for him so far.
And what a good thing too, because literally for 3 years now, all we've heard is this guy's he's just not even that competitive. Oh, yes, he is.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, he is.
Yeah. Why doesn't he act like everybody else when he wins? He's not. He doesn't even care. Really?
Yeah, he cares.
That's Ted there on 16 yesterday if he cares. All right, so who's your team today?
Who's my team? My team is Roy, Jason Keener, and Chance Silas. Yeah. We've played together for probably, gosh, I don't know, 6-7 years, something like that.
Who are you playing with?
So we are playing against all of the Pokes. It's awful. Brewster, Ham. Yeah.
Neville's.
It is a loud, yeah. And somehow Jay Manning got on that team. And I don't know what Jay's doing with all of those Okie State guys, but I guess I better be nice since you just had the head
I was
coach
going to say,
on,
not today. Not today.
Yeah. I don't know what he's doing with all those Oklahoma State guys, but he's on the team. But it's definitely an entertaining group T-box, an entertaining T-box. Yeah.
Have you had anything to eat yet?
I already had a burrito. It was freaking fantastic. Yeah, I just had a donut over there provided by the Chamber of Commerce. And yeah, looking forward to, it's best food other than Mom's Thanksgiving. This is the best food weekend of the year.
It's funny because
oil and gas guys know how to cook and they know how to golf. You put 2 and 2 together, we got a good tournament.
If you've been here, you know what I'm saying. But I walked out of the house, got in the golf cart, and the wind's blowing hard enough out of the south where I'm like, oh, smells like the oil and gas.
Well, Melissa even said, right before I left the house, she said, we're not going to do breakfast here this morning? And I said, no. No.
Somebody's got something out there.
I'm gone. If you want breakfast, you can get up and come out there with me.
I mean, you can see the imperative smoke coming out the top right now.
They were putting the ribs on there, man. And Cud's going to have those chicken legs down there at the
pulled pork as well. That's what Aunt Nina told me.
Oh, my gosh.
And then the boudin right over there. Yeah. Boudin balls.
Moran Equipment's over there. He's probably got
those chicken thighs.
Or the sandwiches,
steak sandwiches. Yeah.
Like I said, other than Mama's Thanksgiving,
it's funny how we know through the years. You just know what everybody's going to be cooking.
I know. Yeah. Yep. Oh, it's going to be a good day. It's going to be a glorious day. Now, if we can just keep the rain away, we'll be good.
Yeah, that's so. We were talking about this last night. Do you remember the last time we got to play 2 rounds in this golf tournament?
I don't.
I
don't. And, I will say this, though, Jared. You're right, because I'll never forget we played in this one year. It was 102, and the wind didn't blow at all. Do you remember that year?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, holy smokes. I'm surprised that
people
didn't have a lot of big problems.
Yeah.
It was so brutal that year. I'll never forget I got black – you remember those black Adidas golf shoes that came out that year? That didn't breathe at all. I thought my feet were going to melt. I took them home and I threw them away. I'd worn them like 3 times. I took them home and I threw them away. They were so miserable. Oh my gosh.
There's been, every conceivable weather condition.
Yeah, including tornadoes.
It's that kind of time of the year where it transitions from spring weather to summer weather. So you're either going to get rain and storms, possibility of it, or heat like that. Today's high, 85.
Can't complain about that.
With cloudy.
And by
the time
breeze.
It's 85, it'll be cloudy. You're going to get your breeze.
Yeah.
It's not going to get any windier than what it is right now.
So that'd be wild if the afternoon guys have less wind than the morning. That never happens.
That would be wild. Yeah.
About 12 to 13, 14.
You take
Sounds good.
You take 85 in a 12-mile-an-hour wind with a little cloud cover. You take it and you run.
Let's skip ahead to tomorrow.
Day's almost as pretty as me.
Your best chance of rain. Best chance of rain tomorrow, 1 p.m. at 43%.
Yeah, but it looks like I say, it looks like it's going to be just maybe we'll have a little bit of a delay and just rock back out there.
It could be.
That's what I'm crossing my fingers.
It could be like that weather we had a couple of nights ago. Some people got rain, then across the street, some people didn't. It could be something like that.
Yeah, and I guess we're gonna have a band playing too.
That's right.
Cooper's gonna play with somebody.
Yeah, Cooper, Twyman, and DeWitt, Connor.
Oh wow,
Connor's on the drums. Can't remember what it's called. I should know this. I probably should have that fact sheet.
Yeah,
I'll go get that in a second.
I'm ready. Let's do it.
Drew,
boys from Oklahoma, or is it? Was it?
No, it's not.
Drew Hill.
Drew Hill band.
Right? I'll find out.
I feel bad.
I'll find out here in just a second. I'm sure there's a fact sheet over there.
Yeah. He showed me a video the other day. They're pretty good.
Yeah, Cooper's been – have you seen him yet? He's been interning.
Yeah.
At the radio station.
All right. Very cool.
He's excited about it. Loves it.
Yeah.
All right.
He'll pick up some bad habits there.
Are you going to the Are you going
who he's interning with.
Yeah. Are you going to go to the office today?
I'm heading to the office
You are going to go to the office?
Yeah, I'm going to go to the office for a couple hours. Yeah, it looks like probably an hour and a half, because I got to get back out here in time once again to, make some lunch rounds.
Yes.
But head up to the office, hammer out some emails, and take care of some correspondence. Take a little peek at the market. It's doing okay. It's fallen back a little bit today, but it's had such a run that it's been incredible.
It has been incredible.
It's been a lot of fun. So, yeah.
All right. Well, get out of here. Go back to the work.
All right.
Go work a little bit, and then
I'm gonna go to work while you guys just keep having food brought to you.
You're going to go to work, and I'm about to go to work on some of them ribs outside.
Take care, guys.
Scott at SoonerWealth.com is his email address. 124 North Main Street is the office location that he's headed to right this second. 821-1219 is Scott's telephone number down there at the office. He always appreciates Scotty G's time on a Garrison Financial Friday. We'll take a time out when we come back. I don't know what we're going to do. Find that fact sheet to know who's playing tonight. Skinny on Sports, hanging out at the 56th Annual Oil and Gas Appreciation Golf Tournament at the Elk City Golf and Country Club.
Hello, my name is Scott Garrison. You may remember me as Scott the Barber or just as Ron and Carla's son. I've been involved in our community since opening Scott's Barbershop on the southeast corner of 3rd and Main in 1998. Now I'm back in the same building as Garrison Financial. I started investing in my 20s. I invested through the dot-com crash and the Great Recession. I started caring for other people's money in 2018, and I truly enjoy sitting down with my clients, understanding their wants and needs as well as what keeps them up at night. Whether my friends just want me to invest a little of their savings or want me to work with their tax and legal professionals to strive towards optimal efficiency, we can do it all. I believe communication is key to helping my clients reach their goals. For if we are faithful over a few things, we shall be given more. Contact me at scott@SoonerWealth.com. Securities offered through registered representatives of Cambridge Investment Research, Inc., a broker-dealer member FINRA and SIPC. Advisory services offered through Cambridge Investment Research Advisors, Inc., a registered investment advisor. Garrison Financial and Cambridge are not affiliated. This communication is strictly intended for individuals residing in the states of Colorado, Nevada, Oklahoma, and Texas. No offers may be made or accepted from any resident outside the specific states referenced. Cambridge does not offer tax and legal advice.
The Skinny on Sports.
Welcome back. It is the Skinny on Sports, 98.1 FM, the sports animal, hanging out at the 56th Annual Oil and Gas Appreciation Golf Tournament here at Elk City Golf and Country Club on this Garrison Financial Friday. Appreciate Scotty G and his time, as always, on a Friday to come and kind of chop it up and just talk about sports or talk about the financial stuff around sports or whatever it might be. Joining us now is the lady that runs the Chamber of Commerce, the lady that runs this golf tournament, the lady that puts in all the work throughout the year so that guys like myself and Ricky Don and Rob can just walk around look important but really aren't. It is Susie Cupp. Susie, how are you this morning?
I'm good. How are y'all?
Just wonderful. We got a Chamber of Commerce type day, maybe a tick windy, but other than that, I mean, we were just talking about that. If you get 85 and a little bit of south breeze and no rain at the oil and gas, I think you take that weather.
Oh, definitely. I hope I didn't jinx this earlier. I was like, we ordered this weather, and I thought, a thunderstorm's going to come up anytime.
Just checking the weather. Today you're good. Tomorrow we'll hold our breath.
I know.
Everything got running smooth, it looks like, this morning?
Yes. Everybody got off on time. Like you say, the weather's good. It is a little chilly, which is so good. I hope the afternoon, guys, it has a little chill, too. I'm afraid they're not.
We can look out the window here and see Imperative and the Smoker. Who else we got out there?
We have Imperative. Let's see. We have David Drokes out there. Cud. Who else is out there? Gas is doing some things.
Moran.
Who else? Let's see. Anyway, there's just whatever's out there. It's enough for everybody.
Have you had anything yet?
No, haven't.
So I've got a little.
Oh my!
I got a little burrito there that was brought in for us. Just give everybody an idea of some of the things that our committee and this tournament has done within the town with some of the funds that are raised through this golf tournament.
Well, every year, let's see. So this is my 26th golf tournament, and this committee is a very giving committee. So they always gave scholarships or donations to the boys and girls golf teams of Elk City and Merritt. And then recently, the committee has given donations to HELP, Meals on Wheels, and Head Start. And actually twice to HELP. Mm-hmm. And so they are a very giving back committee where there's need. But we live in a community anyway that's very supportive and always gives back and helps. You know, if you see somebody that needs help, our community is going to do that, and that's just how this committee is too. If they see somebody that needs help or they've had a hardship, then they step up and help out.
Yeah, and then as you come in, the elk.
Yes.
And then the new sign is sweet.
Yes.
That was put out there.
Yes, the committee did purchase the elk out just north of the clubhouse, and there is a plaque that recently got put up, and so that was really good. I feel like because that kind of just will solidify what the committee does, and to help the community and the club for itself too.
And so, golly, how many years ago was it? Probably 9 or 10 when we started honoring somebody each year.
Yeah.
That first year it was Roger and Leon and Mel for their contributions.
Yeah.
Who's that person this year?
Is this an exclusive? Has it been announced?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. She knows who it is.
Is it you?
It is me. It is very humbling.
Well
it is
deserved.
me. Well, thank you.
Yeah, I've got the envelope. Here's the envelope, please. Here after a while.
Yeah, feel free not to read all of that. It's very appreciative, and like I say, it's very humbling. And I love what I do. Like I say, 26 years. I mean, of course, any job has ups and downs, but mostly ours is peaks. And it's just been a great ride.
No doubt about it. Trying to remember, I don't even know how many mine is. I quit counting.
In a
15,
calendar
10,
year, like let's say starting on Sunday, like that's when the year starts. How long does it take to plan this tournament? Because it's been here for 56 years. Is it something that it kind of runs itself, or are you constantly trying to add stuff to it? What's that take?
Well, yeah. So any of our events. Like when we're working on one event, we're working on the next 2 or 3 that's coming up. But no, as far as this one, yes, the committee is wonderful. They're very hands-on, and that's what you want for any event. But, some events have more hands-on than some of, it's just normal. And, but yeah, you have to get there's the entry fee, the confirmations, the food, and so like I say, the committee does a lot. The food, and if you play one year, you get an invitation for another. We have over 30 on the waiting list.
That's awesome,
and it is awesome. There's been times that it's been times that you're calling like, now don't you want to play golf? I know you don't know how, but we'll muddle through, come and play. But there's a process of everything.
This has turned in this day, and tomorrow's kind of turned into a holiday out here in Elk City in the area.
Yeah.
And this is the day, this is the weekend that the oil and gas is happening.
And we get phone calls all through the year. Like, can we get a team? Of course, like I say, it's the invitation only. But so it's very popular, and like even this week we've had guys wanting to come and play, and but. No, it's just it's a good weekend. We love being out here. I don't play golf, but I've learned about golf through the years. I don't know.
And about golfers. And their temperament if they're not playing well. And what keeps them happy is the food.
And I think that's, to me, the coolest part of this is how unique it is that you get invited to play.
Yeah.
It's not just get on a website and sign up or come in the pro shop and sign up. You have to get invited to play. And by the way, when you do get invited, you have to respect the tournament or you will. That's happened.
Definitely.
We've not invited people back for their conduct, and I think everybody kind of understands that. And it's it's not like the money in it isn't like our tournament later on in June, but it's a different one. It's the most unique tournament we have in my mind.
And so is this the only 2-day tournament? We were the only 2-day tournament. I'll put it that way.
Yeah, the couples is 2 days.
But now there's a couple of others that's 2 days too. But for years, the oil and gas was the only 2-day. And you think of that, 72 teams, 288 players for 2 days. Mm-hmm. And so, you're right. This is unique. Just the camaraderie of it. And, you get to see, and through the years, even for me, you see the same people, you get those connections, and that's what I like. Is the connections that you see the same people every year. Mostly.
It's like our tournament. That's sometimes the only time I see some people that I know and that I communicate with through Facebook or text or whatever. But then like, hey, I'm coming out in June to your tournament. I'm like, Greg, can't wait to see you.
I know.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
So you establish those friendships and lasting friendships actually. For me,
ladies luncheon. Starts at what, 11?
11 to 1.
11 to 1?
Yes, so if you don't have a ticket, you're welcome to buy one at the door. We have music, we have door prizes, we have a style show from 4 different businesses in town, and we have some food, we have some mimosas. And,
Got it all.
Got it all. So they need to come out and enjoy that. And, we didn't do it for a while. I think it was around COVID, and we stopped all of that. And then the Ladies Association brought it back last year, and they weren't able to do it this year, so we took it back. And so it's a fun time. So that's good, something for the ladies. And so
come on out, 11 to 1, ladies luncheon in the ballroom here at the Elk City Golf and Country Club. Got Drew Hill and the band this evening on the patio.
Yes, that'll be good. I haven't heard them.
I just know a couple of the guys in the band.
Yeah.
With Cooper Twyman and DeWitt playing the
drums. I forget DeWitt's on there. Yes.
So we got that.
We have a lot of talented. People around Western Oklahoma between the bands, the Red Carpet Community Theater. I'm always amazed when I leave there how much talent. And but we live in a great place.
No doubt about it. Susie, thank you so much for your time. Thank you for all you do for this golf tournament as well.
In the city.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks.
No doubt about it. Susie Cupp with the Chamber of Commerce. Ready to roll? We out of here?
Yeah.
Is that time?
Yeah. Man, that was a fast hour.
It was a fast hour. Appreciate
fast hour.
I mean, this was the easiest one the show to prepare for. We had Coach Eric Morris of OSU football, Scott, and Susie. There's really no notes. You didn't even hear. You didn't have to hear anything from us.
Yeah. By the way, game Tuesday night. I think Spurs even it up. If you're not watching the Stanley Cup
that's what I was
playoffs,
gonna say.
The Stanley Cup final, you need to be watching last night another classic. I mean,
Overtime.
That's 2 for 2 on awesome games.
And
you need to be watching that one.
Both of those games, the team that got ahead 2-0 lost.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
The Knights were up 2-0 going into the third period and actually fell behind and had to tie it to go to overtime. But, 1-1 and 2 one-goal games. It's been fantastic. Texas wins last night over Texas Tech.
Yeah, here we go.
The Horns go back-to-back.
And now Patty Gasso suddenly on the hot seat because her rival has won 2 in a row.
2 in a row.
No, I'm not going to say that. So what do we look for this weekend? I was wrong. The stakes are tomorrow.
Yeah.
I thought they were a couple weeks ago. They're tomorrow.
The Preakness is a couple weeks ago. Yeah, the Belmont is always on this Saturday.
So Belmont tonight or tomorrow.
The Belmont and the Memorial. Jack's tournament on the PGA Tour is always this weekend.
That's right.
Same as the oil and gas.
All right. Hopefully, man, I don't want to wish. I'm not going to wish for rain. Hopefully, it stays away from the golf course. Let's put it like that. Let's get rain where we need it, but not here. Looks like a great turnout, Aaron. I should have known when I pulled in. I was like, I'm going to have to walk because the parking is.
Well, here's the deal. We were supposed to rope off the parking lot last night, but when I left, there was still tons of cars. I mean, you're going to.
Can't rope them in,
Yeah. So it is what it is.
Very good. All right.
Thank
Shout
you.
out to Derek and Susie for letting us be inside. We were going to be outside, but it was a little windy. It wouldn't have sounded very well. So shout out to them letting us be in here. And all right, Aaron.
That'll do it. Thank you to Eric Morris for joining us today with OSU football's head coach. Obviously, Scotty G on a Garrison Financial Friday. Susie, Cupp with the Chamber of Commerce here from the 56th Annual Oil and Gas Appreciation Golf Tournament, Elk City Golf and Country Club. This has been the Skinny on Sports on a Garrison Financial Friday.
You've been listening to the Skinny on Sports podcast with Aaron Cow. Be sure to hit that subscribe button to get alerts of when the latest podcast is available. Thanks for listening.
That ball is